Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Tuesday, May the 16th. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to lose. All right. Crude oil looking messy, and this early trade sets up at 839 but touches the stop. Calculator's still tracking it at 71.41, so I would not get in sync with that. Actually, yeah, you get in sync with it right through here. So if you didn't get filled, you end up with a stop and reverse at 28. And a target 1 for 16 ticks, and our loss was 12 to 28. So that is 16 ticks. 2 positions is 32. So we pick up 16. We're down 16. Actually, picked up 16. 17 because we go to 29 and when we reverse too short there for trade number 3, that one also goes. Now the question is, oh yeah, lots of time to get in that. That one also goes to target 1. That one is 14 ticks. We're still down 1 tick. So right now we are at break even. We're at dead break even with the stop at 71.26. I'm sorry. Yeah, 71.28, excuse me. We need one more tick to get positive on the session, but we are at dead break even, and it's the last trade anyway. It's 2 money management trades. It's also the third trade, so doesn't matter. Good morning, Miles. We are just about to hit market open. Unleaded, on the other hand, has been a little tough. It's taken 2 full losses. This is a valid get in sync. Take it down to 72. And there is the entry, and we are in, the market is open. So short on the YM. Setting a new session low. And money management on the YM, not quite to target. Target is 244. We got as low as 246. And we did get positive by 2 ticks on crude, ending that session after the third trade. We are in the short. Actually, the short did get us to target 2 when we went back to long at 4703 after stopping out at 4692. Definitely going to need another trade to get positive after 2 full losses. And the YM gets target on the nose, stopping out at 271. So one tick on the adjusted entry on the trailer and 30 ticks on target. All right, 9:30 we were, well actually there is a, we don't get, that's right, Russell I don't get in sync with. And still, and we get, looks like we get another target to win on unleaded. So stop now at 727. The YM is POQ. All right, there is a long on soybeans. Take that to 86.75, giving you a tick above the swing high there. So far, that has kept you out. Looks like right there. So 86.75, target is at 89, flat. Target 2 is worth 70 there. It was worth 60 there on the first, that one. So 130 on the targets. We've got $723 to 692. 31, so 91 and 70 is 161 so far. Still at 727 for the stop. Good morning, Arizona Bob. All right, unleaded at 739 for the stop, now 749. $749 from 703, 46 ticks. We're over 200 ticks gained on the last two trades. Go back and look at our two losses. Our first loss was 5,714, and our second loss was, no, I'm sorry, 67,134, and 69 for 138, so 273. So we're still negative. $7.64 for the stop, current stop. Soybeans picks up actually, did trigger in to the adjusted long trade. 784 and the Russell picking up a short trade. 27, 7 seconds on that bar should be enough time to get in. We did get to money management. There's our stop at 51.8. Looking for target 3 at 49.2. And we did stop out at 84. So let's see, we had 161 through the target. We picked up 03 to 84, 81 to 42, and we were down 270. 272, so we're down 30 ticks, almost even after 4 trades on unleaded. Looking for up to 2 more trades. And the Russell hitting target, so that is a winner on trade number 1. And I have 5 seconds, so that trade is too fast to have traded unless it pulls back up. That is a get in sync trade at the moment. And no longer, it is off the table. So the short trade on unleaded is a no trade. Still looking for additional trades. And we have a potential stop and reverse short. 84 flat. So still in the long with a potential short on soybeans. The Russell has hit target 3, looking for target 4. And unleaded stopped out at break even, but that was a no trade. YM is done, so I'm going to stick the unleaded. We're done with the YM, so I'm going to put unleaded up here for a few minutes so we can take a look at the micro NQ. 4 minutes after start, and we are already to money management on the long trade, so we'll look for something new there. Okay, 48 to 30. Nope, not close enough. Not close enough to the 50, too far from the 20. No setup coming on unleaded. And stopping out for a 1 tick break even on the Russell. Did get target 3. And we did stop and reverse to short on soybeans. So we went from 86.75 adjusted to 84. So that's 11 times 4 positions, 44 ticks, 11-point loss on the trade. So we have our work cut out. YM setting a new session high. Micro Russell at session lows, and the MNQ moving off the session lows around 9 o'clock and setting new session highs also. Not a very big range on the Micro NQ. Fourth trade of the morning on crude, doing well, getting both fixed targets, targets 1 and 2. But we are out of the session. 3 trades max on the mini session, but we hit our 3 trades, and we also got 2 ticks positive on the 3rd trade after 2 target 1s after a loss on first trade. Or actually a stop and reverse on the first trade. And a squeeze zone filtered trade on the pound Aussie. So no trade there. Short trade set up on unleaded. Push that down a tick for the swing low, make it 28, and that just triggered in. And then bouncing, finding support off of the just above the 20 SMA. Alright, there is a crossover. High of the bar was 52.7, and we would not have cleared the 14 EMA, so that's why no trade is we have no trade there. Would have been right on the 14 EMA. Needs to clear the, actually that's the 22 EMA. That's a custom, but did not clear the EMA for the entry, so that is a filtered out trade. And the EMA turned up, so not gonna come out of that. Short on the unleaded, short on soybeans. Flat on the micro NQ. That trade went too far before our start time. And flat on the micro Russell. And we took a full loss on the short, and then we get another short. This is the last trade of the day, trade number 6. What did we lose on that one? Risk was 33, so loss of 66. We're down 96. If we can get target 2 on this, that's 83, so that should get us to positive. Target 1 traders, you're going to be probably out of luck on this one. You're likely in a losing session today. And if this trade goes for a loss, with target 2 traders in a losing session. I didn't notice that. The Russell got into a new short. 6 seconds. And then another 11. So, yeah, probably in that. We can look at that a little later. Very close to target 3, but pulling back toward the break-even stop now. Stop at 50.8. Micro NQ continuing upward, micro Russell, and heading down, and unleaded heading upward, it looks like. Yeah, starting to get a little bit of, just basically to carried us through our entry, and still right there on soybeans, right at the entry, just above the entry on unleaded, and a short on the micro NQ. We're at 9 seconds. We need a pull back. Actually, no, we're 7 seconds. Okay, we need a pullback here to get in this trade. The micro Russell targets 3 and 4, trailing stop at 49.1, and we have a stop and reverse exit on unleaded at 46, and it did stop out at 46. A small loss, but still a losing session on unleaded today through 6 trades. Micro Russell with in its second winning trade of the day. And there is an entry into the short on the Micro NQ. So we are in the trade. And we are, what, 7.5 minutes from our 10 a.m. crude mini session. Moment while I take care of a trade. Soybeans still stuck just right around this entry. All right, we're out of our unleaded session, so I'm going to put that back where it belongs again. And then I will come back to the Micro NQ. 47.6 for the Russell stop. And still short on the Micro NQ. No trades this morning on the pound Aussie. And too far, and we actually stopped out at break even on the crude trade, so we have just under 5 minutes to go before our mini session, 10 a.m. Regular schedule this week. Reminder, I will be on a regular schedule this week. Next Tuesday will be my last session until June the 6th. I'll be back in the room on June the 6th, but I will be traveling from the 24th through the 5th. 23rd will be the last session for a couple of weeks. And the room will be dark. I'm not going to be able to stay in too long. I'll have to shut it down around 10, no later than 10:30. I have an 11 o'clock appointment. Still 47.1 on the Russell trailing stop. That's down beyond target 4. So a really strong trade there on that second trade. Micro NQ having a tough time getting down to target on this one. Did very well to the long side. Now seeing a bit of an upward turn from all three. Not established well yet, but two minutes to our crude mini session. Well, I am trying to work up through its 20 SMA. Micro Russell, and the Micro Russell stopped out at 47.1. Okay, and we have a movement just kind of sideways on market indices into our 10 a.m. crude session. And soybeans getting one tick from target 1 on the short. Getting as low as 81.50, targeted 81.25. Small enough trade, not much you can do with that one. 84 flat to 81.25, so not terrible. It's an 11 tick target. Even after the stop and reverse. That wasn't very smart. I actually closed it. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I'll have to bring that back at a later date. I'll have to not save it when I close this workspace. And I'm not going to close it and reopen it. That would, especially since there are trades in progress, or I have a trade in progress. And it looks like Market indices looking like they're going to head downward again, and see if they're and then the YM makes an upward push again, testing the 20 again. Crude kind of meandering around. Crude bouncing off its 200 EMA a little bit. This could set up a long trade because we do have an oversold signal right here. Alright, nothing much going on. Russell is flat, micro NQ is still short, and no trades on crude yet. And we're 5 minutes into our session, going sideways along the 200, now pushing down below. Now, are we going to get through it? And now we get movement in all three indices moving up, and crude moving up. Now this, and we could, yeah, there, I was going to say, there's the entry. I would push that to 40. I would have to push that to 46. No, that's just too. I really don't like to make an entry at 45, but 3 ticks is too much, and I think 2 is warranted with two moving averages crossing there. And looks like 45, he went to 46 anyway, so long. Money management at 55. And target 1 at 55, 10 ticks. So that'll be a one and done session. And indices just don't know where they're going. They're going sideways. Going back and forth. Looks like they're headed down now. All right, micro NQ finally getting to target 1. Stop comes to 484 3/4, and a short trade just triggered in on the micro Russell 42.9, and that had plenty of time. I was watching that. Target 2 on the micro NQ, winner for the trade number 1. Took a while to work out, and we have money management on the Russell. $42.8 for the stop. Looking for target 3 at Target 3 at 40.2. And the Russell is a break-even trade. Micro NQ still at the break-even stop, 484.7 3/4. Crude mini session 10 ticks plus a tick. Give it 1 tick on the trailer. 11 ticks, one and done session. So the Russell is flat. MNQ, micro NQ is still in the short. Okay. Market indices pausing. Crude looking like it's headed downward after failing to get higher. We did get a winning trade out of that small move up. Alright. And upward movement again on the indices. Some buyers trying to get back in control. And I think we're kind of winding down. 3 trades, 2 winners and a break even on the micro Russell. Still in the first trade of the morning on the micro NQ. Things have definitely slowed down of late, so we may want to go back to the 6-2. We were from the 12-3. 6-2 bar rather than 12-3 bar on the micro Russell, just not moving like it was. And there is a stop and reverse. Make it 83 and triggering in. So it gets its a small profit, and on the exit from the additional positions on the short. And we are now long, call it from 83, 483 flat. Just kind of seem to be in a downward, although the micro NQ actually is in positive territory on the session. The other two, the micro Russell and the YM, both sitting down near session lows. All right. Still long on the micro NQ. Still flat on the micro Russell. Still nothing on the pound Aussie. Well, it is slowed down to the point of boredom. Watching paint dry. It's very slow movement. Not a lot going on. And I've got an appointment, my annual physical, so I will see everybody tomorrow morning at 9:30. Regular 9:30 session, followed by a 10:30 crude oil inventory session. And so everybody have a good rest of your day today, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.